When I went to Greece and Turkey back in May, I was walking through ancient Corinth, and it felt like ancient Corinth. As I'm walking across rubble and lots of stones, there it is. There it is. Doesn't that look like ancient Corinth? And we kind of got glimpses of how people meandered through the city. And I thought for a moment, I was just trying to put myself in that place so many years ago and wonder, why was it that Christianity spread? Why was it that the church caught on the way that it did way back then? We had a professor who went with us, a Pauline professor, who was sharing with us kind of what sociologically was happening. And he was talking about how so many people came to the followers of the way and they were hungry. Physically hungry. People at that time were poor and they were starving. And they heard about these groups of followers of Jesus who were gathering together and having food and sharing that food. And people thought, I'll go to that because I'm hungry. And when they got there, they realized that there was no catch. That they were invited to sit down and be a part of the feast. And then they enjoyed company and fellowship and prayers. And they realized the gift of people who were sharing everything they had with one another, so no one was without need. It transformed them. It literally saved them from starvation, and it filled their souls with something they had never experienced before. Now, unfortunately, as you begin reading, especially in Corinthians, what begins to happen with these early followers of the way is they start gathering earlier and earlier in the day with these meals. The wealthy ones start gathering earlier and earlier in the day with their food and their wine. Well, the poor people who are working didn't get there until the evening. And when they got there at evening, the food was all gone, and what they encountered were followers of the way who were drunk. Suddenly, the followers of the way forgot their origin story. And they started thinking it was all for me, mine. And they got gluttonous, and they got drunk off of it. And so that filtered into us not doing full meals anymore for communion, but just giving out little pieces of bread and little sips of the cup. And so, my friends, when we forget our origin story, we begin to miss the mark. And we start to stray.